just absolutely flying. She's such a gutsy racer. I love it. And I'm sure her partner Robert will be on this finish line absolutely over the moon for her. She is fighting all the way to this finish line, and she will be absolutely stoked with this race here today.
I got on the podium. Yeah, so welcome to the vlog. It's Tuesday, June 2, and we're already back in Finland, so we traveled back home yesterday. It's really cold. We're in Helsinki. Robert just went to get the car and I'm waiting here in this corner, and honestly it's probably like 15 degrees, probably not even that, and super windy, and I'm really tired. We just had some lunch. I mean, it's like 5:13 p.m. and we just had like a little bit of lunch and coffee before we drive home. It's been a long day. It was an awfully long day of traveling, and we got back home in the evening. I raced at Challenge St Pölten on Sunday, May 31, and I got my first ever professional podium. I would say it's my first real professional podium. So if you have been here long enough, you may remember that I won a Challenge Turku in 2023. And I was doing my first year as a professional triathlete, but that year Challenge Turku didn't have an official pro field. It was more like a national elite, and I won that race against a handful of professional athletes from Finland, but since it was an open elite category, it didn't count as a real pro race, and I didn't get any PTO points or anything from that race. So I consider this as my first ever pro podium, and I'm so excited about it. And just kind of like, it feels crazy to think about that it's been basically 3 years between these two podiums, that I haven't really like reached my full potential as an athlete. There has been a lot of issues, a lot of setbacks that have not been up to me or because of me, or haven't been in my hands, or my destiny hasn't been in my hands, that have really slowed me down and made me miss out a lot of races. I have literally raced like 3 times each year, like 2023, 2024, 2025, and I think that's probably the major reason why I haven't got my podium sooner, because you have to like kind of keep showing up until one day it works out, and it worked out last Sunday, and I'm really excited about that. And honestly, I didn't think that it was going to happen on Sunday, or I was hoping that it would happen, but when the race started and it wasn't going exactly like perfectly, and I came to T2 in 7th place, I was kind of thinking that maybe today wasn't gonna be the day, and I was hoping to pass at least one more athlete so that I could secure my qualification for the championship next year. But I guess I'm gonna take you back a little bit more, kind of like how everything was going in the race. So I had a really weird belly the night before the race, the morning of the race, during the race, but it was just not like, you know, nervousness. It was once again a kind of strange feeling in the stomach, Luckily, I have actually now a little bit more testing coming up for my stomach issues. Anyways, the swim I think was a very good swim for me. I am actually really happy about it. So the swim was done in 2 lakes, and there was about a 300-meter run between the lakes. And I made a group. It wasn't the first group. I think it might have been the 3rd group of the swim groups, but I was in a group and I was holding the feet for my dear life, and I got kind of dropped a little bit when we came to the first swim exit, but I ran myself back to the group and held on all the way to the 2nd swim exit, and I was really happy about the swim. Bike, I think bike went okay-ish. I was riding pretty well at the beginning during the kind of flat section. At 16k I noticed that my rubber band that was holding one of my shoes up at transition hadn't snapped, so I had like ridden with the rubber band just like bouncing like, or like pulling my shoe back all the time for the first 16k. So nice couple watts lost there, but it's a rookie mistake and honestly kind of embarrassing. And I think I climbed better than I rode the flats, especially after the second half. I felt like I was just kind of sleepy and in a bad mood and just kind of angry, and I was like, this is so frustrating that I'm not riding better. And I was kind of like, I'm never gonna race again. That was kind of my mindset. I was literally like, I hate this is horrible, I feel terrible, it's not going well, I'm never gonna race again. That's what I was telling myself. And I was like, literally like, it would have been so funny if I had been mic'd up and you could have heard what I was like literally talking to myself. And finish, I was basically like, I can't do this anymore. And then I was like, yes, you can. Like every time I said something negative to myself, I screamed something positive back. So it was like this like crazy lady conversation going on the whole ride. It was like ridiculous, but my descending was actually a lot better than last year on the same course. I was really proud of some of the fast downhills that I took way more confidently than last year, and my bike time was like, I think over 5 minutes quicker on the same course than last year. And I came to T2 in 7th place, and I started the run and it was just not going well. Like I could not find my legs, and I was really mad about it, and I had a little pity party, and I was really like angry at myself, and kind of like thinking that what do I need to do to figure this out, because all spring I have felt like I'm in the like 119 half marathon shape after biking 90k, and I'm running this terribly. Like I feel like I'm fitter than this, but I don't know what's going on. And I mean, obviously one thing is that I have done a lot of warm races, so the heat just kind of starts taking a toll on you later, and of course you can't run the same pace as like in cool temperatures. But I was like just pissed off that like, why am I not doing better? But until it just kind of started clicking later, and I started moving up and just like improving my position. And I think nutrition, like I did a really good job with that. Again, I averaged over 100 grams per hour for the entire race. The final lap, maybe 3 kilometers to go, there was a Finnish person. He screamed basically from the other side of the road that 3rd place is not far. And I was like, yeah, that's just nice that they're just being like encouraging. At that point I was in 4th place. And last year I was 4th in this race also, so I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna do about the same as last year, which is not bad considering that I wasn't feeling that amazing at all. About 2 kilometers to go, I saw the woman who was in 3rd place and her lead biker who was wearing this neon vest, so I spotted them kind of down the road, but it was like kind of within my reach. I was like, oh man, like I'm gonna have to try, otherwise I'm just gonna be so mad at myself. So I started picking it up, and I was getting closer and closer, and it was so cool. There were people who were just like encouraging me. It was like the final kilometer when I finally passed her, and it was cool because Robert was like right there when I had just passed her, and she was sprinting back. And Robert was like freaking out because she was like her name is Sarah, she was fighting back, And Robert is like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy. And he was like, Mimi, you have to go.
He really put himself in contention, and oh my gosh, you know, I knew she was close. I just thought she might run out of room to do it, but it is Mintu Hooker. What a run. We know she's from a running background. She had a scholarship to run in the US. She's from Finland. She is here with her partner, Robert. They are two of the nicest people you could ever wish to meet. And she has had an incredible run today.
I literally like just sprinted for my dear life the last kilometer.
Last check, she was about 40 seconds down on Sarah Schoenfelder. But it's looking, just trying to see right now, here she is. So just like the men's race, this final podium position is a fight. It's a dogfight all the way to the finish line.
And I think it's crazy, all these like recent races that I've done. Dallas, championship. I guess that was my own choice to sprint the last 500 meters.
Mentally too, with the heat and knowing it's hard to catch up on the ones before.
But and also like now the St. Pölten.
So from the disappointment of last week's race where she just missed finishing in the top 10, she's now more than made up for this today. And taking that final spot on the podium.
I had to sprint. After racing for over 4 hours, I had to sprint to the finish. And I think it's insane to think about that. You've been going all day, basically, and then it comes down to the final whatever minutes. So I was going as hard as I could for the last kilometer, and I could not believe it that I finished third place. It was kind of weird that they put up the tape for the third place, but I still took it the same way if I had won the whole thing, because to me, like, it just felt like it meant so much to me to finish in third place. I tried so hard over the past whatever years, it just like, I don't know, I guess like I had already accepted that I wasn't gonna get on the podium, and then I got on the podium and it was just kind of like, wait, what happened? Of course it wasn't like the World Championships or anything like it wasn't like the biggest race of the year, but it was still a solid field of a lot of women that are really, really good, and they all want to be on that podium. And I think that's something that I still kind of have to work on, because I have an imposter syndrome, and I feel like I'm just not good enough. Like, I often think that I'm just not good enough to race professionally, and I'm like, freak out, there are 25, 27, whatever women who all wanted to win that race or stand on the podium, and I did it, and I need to be super proud of that, and also appreciate that I can do that, and just not like think that I'm not good enough, because I am good enough. But yeah, there were just a lot of little things that could have been done better in the race. Like T1 couldn't find my bike, my little rubber band was still attached 16k into the bike. I couldn't get my bottles out of my rear mount. I didn't tie my shoe tight enough, so I had to stop once during the run to tighten up the shoe. My gut issue, I had really bad belly during the run, and I was a little worried about it, but I made it to the finish line without having to stop for a porta potty. But yeah, I think of course like it's never perfect, and I think that's maybe one thing that I need to remember, is that I was like kind of like, well, like, how did I get the podium when I didn't have an amazing day? And I think that's the thing, like, you're probably rarely going to have an amazing day, and you're probably rarely going to feel great when you're doing a good performance, but you can still do it and can still be a good performance. Maybe that's the thing, maybe you have to feel terrible, and that's how you know you're working hard enough. But yeah, I think I'm really proud of the way I raced, because I mean I wasn't having the most perfect day, and I still kept pushing all the way to the finish. So I am really proud of that. I endured and kept believing myself till the end. But yeah, we're back home. It's way cooler here than in Austria. I had such a great time in Austria. We love it there. I really want to go back. I'm not sure what's next for me. I got asked to do a super sprint. Oh my gosh, like I can't even say it. It sounds so terrible. Super sprint relay in the Finnish National Championships for my club team, and I did last year. But I feel like this year I'm just way more tired and sore from these two races. Maybe because I had to like really fight for it until the end. Now it's Tuesday and the race is on Saturday, and I haven't ridden my road bike since probably last year when I did that sprint relay. The other thing is that next week there would be the time trial national championships, which I also really want to do, but I'm not sure if I can do it because I don't have a bike at the moment. My KDX is not UCI legal, so I would have to find a bike to borrow from someone. But last year I got second place in that race, so I would love to go back and do it again. It was super fun. Sometimes it's just fun to do things that are not triathlon. But if these two things don't happen, then I might do another middle distance race at the end of June, either in Poland or in Austria again. That's a brief race update, recap. I think we're off to my parents today to celebrate. Another thing is that Finland won the hockey world championships last weekend, if you haven't heard of that. So our entire country is going crazy. I think my sporting achievement from last weekend wasn't the biggest news in this country, but it was huge for me, for my little self and my little community of people. So yeah, it was about time.
Is it time?
Is it time?
Is it time? Is it?
It is.
It is.
Perfect.
Hopefully this was the beginning of like my era. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little recap. I hope you enjoyed the little clips, and I'll see you in the next vlog. I promise to do it sooner rather than later.
Okay. Anytime in the next 10 seconds. Shh. Oh, that whistle wasn't that good? Shh. Are you gonna go?
On your marks, go.
On your marks? Shh.